Alright guys, I'll to your locker room. Just so you know, at halftime, we'll bring everything out with you so that the next team coming in can get in to the locker room.
So we'll have halftime access to it, and
Yep,
after that, we bring it.
exactly.
Perfect.
Yep. Welcome, guys. Make it easy for everything. How's it going?
Thank you.
No problem. Welcome. Congrats.
Thank you.
No problem. Good luck today. Good luck today.
There it is. Winning, guys. Thanks.
Congratulations, guys. Nice job, guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Give away to your parents.
All right, guys. I was asked if I'd give you guys a speech before the game. Just want to say, I want to preface, it's been great work for the past 4 years, but you guys earned every second of this. You got 80 minutes out there, right? Yeah. That's what you played your whole lives for so far. You guys don't know if you're playing in college. Some of you are. Some of you trying to go higher after that. But this is what matters right now. All right? 80 fucking minutes. Hard soccer, right? It doesn't matter what happens after, what happened before. All that matters, there's two teams here today. There's them and there's us. Don't look past them. It's not going to be easy. Keep your heads down, tunnel vision, focus to the end. Leave it all out there. Like this is the last game you're ever going to play. All right?
Good kid. That's good. That's cool. I'm glad he's helping out. I need it. Josh, how we feeling? Pretty good. Pretty good? Sammy, how we going? How you doing? Well, it's up to me.
Yeah,
What are we doing?
What?
I don't know.
Hello. Hello. For what is a man? What is his worth? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling confident. I'm pumped up. But we're gonna have to work hard for it. It's whoever works harder is gonna be the person who wins on that field, and that's gonna be us. Cause we're gonna work hard. We're leaving it all out there.
Only one person wins today, right?
No, the whole team. The whole team.
All right, pass that mic down. How we feeling? Any words for today, or just?
No, I'm just ready. I'm relaxed. I'm ready to play.
All right, pass that thing down. Let's go. What? How we feeling?
Feeling good, feeling confident. About to cheer on all the boys if we're gonna win. Guarantee it. Watch.
I'm shaking so much right now, but I know as soon as I get out there, we'll get the business done.
It's an amazing moment, and we're here right now. That's all that matters. So let's go out there and get the win.
I just gotta enjoy the moment. What am I supposed to enjoy the moment? Big game, so yeah.
Big game today, baby. La plata o plomo.
Who's that? Jackie? Jackie.
Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning.
You don't even have to play.
You're just dead. Any words?
Who got the mic though?
Words.
I was saying, any inspirational words for today?
Work hard.
Why do I get this? What do I feel like?
What?
What do you want me to say? What's the question? How do I feel? Good, bro.
I feel great right now.
Feel good, just trying to play.
Feel pretty good. Big game. Big game. Just want to play.
I'm confident. I'm ready. I'm ready to play.
I'm calm to know we're all ready to play. I think we'll win today.
We've been working for this all 4 years, and I think we're gonna get what we want today.
I'm ready to win today. Cheer on the boys. Sit there, watch the boys.
I'm confident. I'm ready for the team. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna win today.
I'm ready to go out there and watch my boys play and win today.
I'm ready to play. Got a great group of guys. Sweet smell of the green turf. It's great. We're gonna bring it home.
We gonna bring it home. We gonna bring it home. All right. What?
I gotta record you.
I don't know. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to play. I think Sammy's gonna get one today. I think he's gonna bury one. I think we might both get one, and we're gonna win this game. This is us. We got this. Going up to the crowd, crossing our arms, give him a nice heart. I'm calling it right now.
Give Abby a nice heart?
What?
Give Abby a little heart?
Okay, that's too far.
Why? Alright, now, what do you think?
It's gonna be for Miss Johnson. I just think we need to go out there and we need to outwork them. We got the talent, we got the skill, we got the endurance. We've been working all season for this. We just need to go out there and outwork them. Simple as that. Yeah.
You're gonna tear him up? No shit. Like every game, right? Like every game.
Every game.
Now let me see inside your nose.
I thought of a quote. Let's hear the quote. I used to pray for time like this, round like this. Yeah.
As Drake once said, started from the bottom, now we here.
Now we here.
And we here in the state
One
championship.
dance.
And we gonna win. We are not losing. All right, I got it. Sorry.
I'll just say and then you'll worry about like the bottom three. I'll do like me, Will, Sammy, Jay, and Josh.
You're saying Will, Sammy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Is this good? All right.
All right, guys. So Josh, Sam J, you'll probably start in the middle because Jockey's probably gonna play the 6. So Sam J, run at guys, take people on, do what you usually do. Josh, 1v1s, take people on, cross it, maybe cut in with your left and shoot it, whatever. Will, you do you. You always beat people. If you're on,
to the
we're
corner,
on.
cross on the ground, top of the 6.
If you're on, we're on. Give and goes, combine with people, dribble at them. Sam, let's try to combine a lot, 1-2s, come to the ball, and then you can.
Their center back stays deep, so our attackers they're not going to be able to play passes in behind as much. If you can, but it's going to be better if you run at him, make him come, and then play the pass. So, and then Marco, good 1v1 defending today. Go ahead, get forward, you and Connor, and then stay tucked in when we don't have the ball. Me and AJ talk, organize, and then hold a nice line. And Marco and Connor listen to us. Sam G and Jonky, you need to win every header. Every header. Jonky, if you're holding as a 6, control the game. Everything goes through you.
What we know about.
Don't give up silly free kicks, set pieces. Simple as that. If we do, if it's a throw-in, everybody's got to come back. We need to win the header right away. That's how they're most dangerous. And then, fuck, I don't know what this is. Oh, they have the sweeper. So again, you got to dribble at them, make him come, and then you can play.
Yeah, Will and Josh, you guys will take people on.
The goalie is weak, or weakest. So yeah, so shoot. Yeah, Josh need to get in as well. Sammy J get in, and Sammy J or the striker make these runs to the outsides.
Follow up on shots. They say bobble a lot.
Yep. And then midfield got to be our strongest point today.
Yeah, number 14 we know is pretty good. So Jonky and Sam, you guys got to see where he is at all times. He's
And
a
that's
6,
it.
so we should be good.
That's it.
All right, guys.
Go.
Come on, let's go.
That was perfect. I'm glad you guys read the emails and the texts. But that's perfect. I don't need this, do I? No. Yeah. So, hey, everything they said is true. Okay. I don't know if you guys talked about the guys coming in. The guys coming in, you got to be ready. Whether it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, you got to be ready to go. All this stuff is great. The cameras. Okay. I think your parents are tailgating and all that stuff. There's going to be a nice crowd for us, for them. Okay, but what happens in between the lines is the key, okay? Hey, it's another game. No, it's not just another game because it's a bigger game, and if you're into it like we are, okay, these moments are important. So for us, it's not just an average game, but, okay, you have to stick and take care of the basic stuff. the simple passes, okay, the little give and goes. I think we said earlier about running at the center back. If we just play early balls over the top when the team has a deeper, almost like a sweeper type, if we just play early long balls, okay, it's easier for him to read, okay? And the same thing for us. Now, you can still play some good long balls and he's not going to get to it, whatever. But if we can penetrate a little bit, run at him, our midfielders, play a little ball to Will, and then we have Josh on the other side, and that center back is going to come over, and we whip it across. Okay, that's going to be very difficult to defend for anybody. Okay, I like hearing scouting reports on the other teams. We didn't do a ton of them this year because, like we said, 80% of our winning, I think, okay, comes from our team. 20% we focus on the other team, but most of it is going to come from you guys in here. Okay, and that's what we got to focus on. Okay, taking care of ourselves, taking care of the simple stuff. Yeah, we don't want to give up silly free kicks, fouls, whatever. It's going to happen. There's going to be mistakes. Okay, if he makes a mistake, that guy's got to fix it. Okay, he makes a bad pass, I got to run a little harder to get to it so that bad pass isn't so bad. Okay, little stuff like that. We're not going to have to do anything unbelievable. Okay, a bicycle kick in the upper corner to beat these guys or whatever. We haven't done that all year, right? We've had some great goals. We've had some sloppy goals. Okay, we had everything. Okay, but right now I think we're peaking at the right time. Okay, we got to keep it going here. Okay, I mean, very simple. Okay, you get a shutout today, you're a state champion. Okay, there's no PKs, there's no nothing. You get a shutout today, you're a state champion. Okay, and the defending, the zeros on the board haven't just come from our defense and our goalkeepers. Big part of it for sure. Okay, it's because of our midfielders, our forwards. We're keeping the ball up front a lot. We're attacking. Okay, that's our strength. That's our game. And likewise, a lot of our goals haven't come just from our forwards or our midfielders. Our defenders are big parts of that, winning the ball, playing it forward. Okay? Hey, most of all, I want you guys to enjoy it. Okay? Enjoy it here. I know you're a little nervous, anxious. What do you think they're thinking right now? Okay, they're up against a team that's got the most state titles in the state. Okay, we're on a good roll. I think on paper, we had the tougher path. I think on paper, we've been weathered more than they have in the regular season with the schedule that we had. Okay, so I know you're anxious, maybe a little nervous on this side, jittery, whatever. That's normal. Okay, that's part of it. And when you put these shoes on, okay, you play a high school sport, any sport, okay, and you're passionate about it, okay, that's normal. So don't think it's not normal. You've had these feelings before. Okay, and guess what? Your parents in the stands, they're going to feel even worse. I had a daughter that did gymnastics for a while. That was the toughest watch ever. When your kid is perfect all week in practice and in the warm-up in Las Vegas at a meet, and you spent a lot of money, and then in her first little move, she goes over the top. That was pretty funny. Anyway, hey, enjoy. I try to hold my laughter back. Because we were there, my wife and I turned around and said, yeah, that's it, it's over. She's not going to win this one. But anyway, hey, guess what? We still love her. Okay, I love her to death. I'm glad she's doing soccer now because gymnastics is pretty expensive. People think premier soccer is expensive. Forget it, man. Gymnastics, hockey, forget it. Hey, listen, enjoy it. I'm trying to cut it down a little bit. I'm going to repeat what I said in 2004 because that was pretty good. Okay? Hey, no matter what, okay, I'm going to love you guys, okay? But if we win, I'm going to love you a little bit more, okay? So let's get the win, okay? Let's go enjoy it. Hey, I think we will warm up. Okay, we will warm up. We'll head out there. We'll warm up. We'll come back in here. If you want to leave your jersey on top of your chair, and then when we come back in, I mean, you can leave everything. I don't know what you need on the field. You don't need anything on the field. Maybe some water. I don't know. Okay, at halftime we'll clear out. So make sure you put everything in your bag, that kind of thing. But we'll come in here at halftime. But at halftime we have to clear it out, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Hey, good warm-up here, solid, focused warm-up. Be very similar to what we've been doing. We're going to head out now. The coaches just set everything up. And then you guys in a couple minutes, maybe one of us will tell you when they're ready for you, okay? Because they might be doing the ceremony. They might want us to stay off for a little bit, so we'll see.
Good afternoon, Wethersfield Eagles High School Soccer. Welcome to Dillon Stadium here in Hartford. 2 weeks ago, 29 teams entered this tournament with a dream of making the drive to Dillon for the Class L championship game. Today, only 2 remain. It's number 14, Fitch, out of the Eastern Connecticut Conference, taking on number 12, Wethersfield from the Central Connecticut Conference for a chance to reach the pinnacle of Connecticut high school soccer. For the Eagles of Wethersfield, they come in with a 14-3-3 record. This postseason has been a remarkable turnaround from where they finished the regular season. After a dominant 7-0 win over Bloomfield back on October 22nd, Wethersfield stood at 10-1-2 and were in contention for a top 5 seed in this tournament. But back-to-back losses at Bristol Eastern and at home to Newington sent the Eagles into the final game of the regular season against Class LL powerhouse Hall, facing the very real possibility of a 3-game losing streak heading into the playoffs. Unbeaten Hall came into Catone on November 4th, boasting a high-octane offensive attack fueled by junior striker and UConn commit Lucas Almeida. The Eagles, meanwhile, would be down 2 key offensive performers after the Newington loss, Joey Tata, who suffered an injury, and Will McCarter, who drew a red card late in that game. Somehow, though, the Eagles found a way, turning in one of their finest defensive efforts of the season, limiting Almeida's opportunities and earning a scoreless draw. Wethersfield's defenders, along with the goalkeeping firm of Torres and Daly, have ridden that momentum into these playoffs, having yet to allow a postseason goal. And once the lights came on at Catone for the first-round matchup with number 21 Torrington, the Eagles' offense was back at full strength and began lighting up the scoreboard. A 6-0 win over the Raiders was followed by a 4-0 home win versus number 28 Woodstock Academy. As that game ended, the Eagles prepared for the possibility of going on the road for a quarterfinal matchup with number 4 Daniel Hand, the 4-time defending Class L champion. But number 13 Notre Dame West Haven would knock out the defending champs, giving the Eagles one more game in front of the home crowd. And what a game it was, scoreless deep into the second half until McCarter found Sam Johnson for the first goal, and Joey Tata fed Thomas Brodowitz to cap off a 2-0 victory that sent the Eagles to the semifinals, which is where the program's playoff dreams had ended in each of the last 2 state tournaments. Waiting for the Eagles in Naugatuck was number 9 Guilford. The Grizzlies also had reached the semis in 2019 before falling to Daniel Hand on PKs. Neither team had allowed a postseason goal this year, and they battled through 65 scoreless minutes on Wednesday night until a Sam Johnson shot ricocheted off Guilford keeper Justin Hess and tore the right foot of Will McCarter, who sent it in through the net for the game winner as the Eagles held on for the 1-0 victory, earning their first trip to the state championship game since 2015. A 3-1 overtime loss to number 14 seed Avon.
Boys Soccer State Championship game.
The teams are on the field. We will take a break and let you listen to what's happening here at the stadium.
Jason Wolfrat, he's the 12th seed Wethersfield, and head coach Robert Yacob. Good luck to both teams. First, we'll start with the 14th seed, the Fitch Falcons. Number 1, Nathan Virtue. Number 2, Luke Noriecki. Number 3, Thomas Ford. Number 4, Micah Diggs. Number 5, Alex Bakioki. Number 7, Sebastian Duffy. Number 8, Douglas Cardona. Number 9, James Miner. Number 10, Diago Martinez. Number 11, Peter Petropoulos. And number 14, Timothy Lynch. And now the starters for the 12th seed, the Wethersfield Eagles. Number 1, Ricky Torres. Number 3, Marco Lapasso. Number 4, Connor Swanson. Number 5, Owen Amedavec. Number 6, Samuel Gustafson. Number 8, William McCarter. Number 13, Antonio Contreras. Number 14, Joseph Tata. Number 15, Samuel Johnson. Number 18, Giancarlo De Jesus. And number 23, Josh Getzel. And now all please rise, remove your hats and caps as we honor our troops with the national anthem.
Stadium. It is the Connecticut Class L State Championship game. My name is Dave Gustafson. Alongside me for one last game in this 2021 season is voice of the Eagles, Mr. Jimmie Clark. We talked about Wethersfield and their path to get here. Mr. Clark, you were with the team in the locker room before the game. Give us your read on the mood as they head into this chance to take home the program's 16th state championship.
Well, sitting in the locker room, we noticed everyone had a lot more serious of a tone than the games of recent memory. It was almost solemn, it looked like. These guys knew the task ahead of them, and they're looking very ready. I was at that pasta dinner the other night. They said they're more worried about what are the outcomes, what are the chances that they have to settle to be co-champions. They said they need this to be a definitive result, and from the locker room, they're looking to make exactly that outcome happen.
All right, so we talked about Wethersfield's path to get here. Standing in their way of that 16th state championship in program history is the number 14 seed, the Fitch Falcons, out of Groton. Wethersfield's last trip to the state finals in 2015 was a loss to another 14 seed. That was a 3-1 overtime loss to Avon. Wethersfield got here with that win over Guilford on Wednesday night. Like the Eagles, the Falcons of Fitch have lost 2 of their final 3 regular season games before opening the playoffs with a lopsided shutout win. Their 7-0 first-round win set up a second-round matchup with number 3 Middletown, and the Falcons went into Middletown, came out with one of the more impressive early upsets of this tournament, holding on for a 2-1 overtime win that handed the Blue Dragons only their second loss of the year. From there, Fitch returned home to knock off number 22 Avon in the quarterfinals, setting up a semifinal showdown with number 2 seed Watertown. The Falcons jumped on top early with leading scorer Sebastian Duffy finding the back of the net just 7 minutes into the game, and then with just under 7 minutes left in the first half, defender James Miner scored off a throw-in to send Fitch into the halftime with a 2-0 lead. They would hold on behind sophomore keeper Nate Virtue to take care of the rest, only allowing a late goal en route to a 2-1 win, securing their first ever trip to the state final game. We are here. Action is underway. 39:43 remaining, and Mr. Clark, the call is yours.
Thank you very much, and that is a lot of insight as the ball rolls over the end line. Fitch today wearing the white and the red. Eagles in the home blue and silvers today as they are the higher ranked seed, but as we found out throughout most of the tournament, the seeding means just about nothing. Wethersfield bringing it up the far sideline. We're set up opposite to the press box today as A.J. Contreras works this one in, tries a through pass, and it was towards Tata, and Fitch trying to get kick-started early like that game against Watertown. And again, the Eagles looking for their 16th state championship. They are one of the most illustrious programs with 15 state titles. I believe it is the most in the state of Connecticut. A lot of those coming prior to the 2000s. Ever since then, the Eagles have struggled just a little bit, but trying to revive the dynasty that they once had in those 70s, 80s, 90s years, including the early 2000s. They are here today. The Falcons bringing number 2 along with the ball. They'll send it near sideline. Back across with a nice through ball inside the box with a chance on starting goalie Ricky Torres. It's cleared away by Wethersfield, and this will be brought back by Will McCarter. McCarter on the far sideline. And of course, this one looking a little differently. This is a definitive soccer field, not a football converted field.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Ahmetovic on the defensive end there as Sebastian Duffy got ahead of the pack, got into the box, deflected by Ahmetovic before that ball got to Torres.
And Sam Johnson back over. I believe that is Tata. Tata now to DeJesus. DeJesus inside, tries to get to the box. A little hold up there on Swanson as he was tied up. Couldn't quite get to the ball as it goes over the end line.
Good early offensive series for the Eagles as Swanson makes the run up from the back. We do know, folks, that our video position is going to be a bit challenged. We are a little closer to the Eagles' net, but we are into the sun today, so our video will be challenged as usual, but hopefully the audio will be here to help you out. And as a reminder, if you're looking for a higher quality video experience, the CIAC does have a sponsored feed, NFHSnetwork.com/states/CT gets you to that link. It's just not as good commentary as us two, I don't think. We encourage you to mix and match. If you want better video, go over there and keep your audio tuned right here with us. We're going to bring you all the action with an Eagles focus. And so it'll be Josh Gastel to Johnson. And this turf is a little bit wet. If you can see, just very faintly splashes of water with every step. Every time the ball hits the ground, we'll see how that affects these guys. And there's a lofted kick high and over the net.
a little bit around the post. Offsides was the call either way. It would not have gone. Very close to breaking the tie, but offsides would have ended that one.
Folks, we think we are back, but we are having some major technical difficulties here with our video feed, but hopefully you can hear us back on Facebook with the audio. Still scoreless, 30-56 remaining first half.
And Fitch trying to bring it up, but Sam Gustafson on the ball. A nice interception there by Fitch. Pass Tata. Falcons up, trying to move the ball. Well, they lose control. Wethersfield takes the ball back. Will McCarter, he's going to get into a foot race. And the ball goes out of play. McCarter will take it for a throw-in in front of the Falcons bench. What I find interesting is the Fitch Falcons have an entirely different uniform for warm-ups and being on the bench. Purple, almost out of Orlando FC in the MLS. Sam Johnson tries to play it back. He does. Gets it over to DeJesus by the midline. Cross, Gustafson plays it off the shin towards Gastel. Gastel tries to tap it. Back to DeJesus. DeJesus runs into a defensive line. Gastel, or no, that wasn't Gastel, that was Gustafson who tries to get there. Played along on a through pass, but Ricky Torres is there to glove it up, no trouble. 10 minutes into the game, as that 10 minutes has elapsed.
Alright, so we are back live, it does appear. We had a brief interruption and then some shaky video, even shakier than normal video when we came back online, but you're back with us here at Dillon Stadium. We've gone under 30 minutes remaining in the first half. 10 minutes in, scoreless game.
And for the Eagles, they are working the ball out of their own zone. They've had a few good chances, but it was thwarted by an offsides and one missed kick. Here's another one to Gastel. Gastel, the overall goals leader with 9 from the playoffs combined with the regular season as Fitch tries to run it downfield. DeJesus now lays it in. Gastel, not quite. Sam Johnson on the ball. Johnson with it. And they try to get it to Gustafson. It's taken away as a double team. Here's an opportunity for the Falcons, but Owen Amedovic is on top of them there.
And good job by Amedovic to stand up the initial attack, then gets a deflection, sends the ball back toward the middle of the field where Tata's waiting for it.
Tata is waiting very patiently. This is a big test in patience for the defense, trying not to give up an opportunity. Ball goes wide. This should be a goal kick, and the Eagles avert what could have been the first goal of the contest here today. 28-20 to go in the first half of action. Wethersfield patiently waiting on trying to see if they can break the tie. Of course, Eagles with that late goal in, I believe, the quarterfinals and semifinals getting late goals. So
Eagles. Second half in each of those games was where all the scoring happened for Wethersfield.
Possibly witnessing a second half team for the Wethersfield High School Eagles. Owen Amedovic is there.
These two teams have met twice before in the Class L playoffs. Both of those were first round affairs back in 2018. Number 7 Wethersfield scored a 4-1 win over number 26 Fitch. And in 2008, the Eagles' last state title year, they started that run off with a first round win. The number 2 Eagles that year, 4-0 over number 31 Fitch.
So certainly Fitch looking at a revenge game here after those past 2 meetings were losses. And on the biggest stage of CT High School hockey, of course, instead of splitting them between Dillon Stadium and Veterans Coliseum in New Britain, or the Veterans Memorial Stadium in New Britain, all of them being here at Destination Dillon as Fitch bringing it along. It's going to be a nice stand-up challenge by Wethersfield and taken away by the Eagles. Played along that far sideline, it will go in front of the Fitch bench. And the Falcons will lay this off to Hess, who I believe is the goalkeeper. And he'll play it into number 2. And the Falcons up along. Eagles playing defensively as Fitch begins a counterattack along that near sideline. They got a chance. Number 8 bringing it along. He slows down, gets another through ball pass, but it's going to be close to the end line. Played right into the
nice hands of Ricky Torres. Yeah, nice shot there from the left side. Weathersfield did a nice job keeping Duffy out of the box that time. He had to shoot from about 25 yards out. You can see a beautiful challenge, a slide, went out of bounds. This will be a throw-in for Weathersfield. Sorry to cut you off back there, but one of the players was on his horse going down the sidelines. And again, a nice save by Ricky Torres. Joey Tata with a nice run. He went down. That leads to just the throw as Swanson comes up from the back to take it. We'll get it into Johnson. Sam Johnson, who's scored in nearly every playoff game except that semifinal. Played to Hess, who gets a hand on it as Gastel was leading forward. And not just nearly everyone before that. He did, in fact, have one goal in each of the first 3 playoff games for the Eagles. And what are the odds Sam Johnson possibly strikes in this one? As he tries to get out in front, a header by Fitch. A nice shield by Josh Gastel to force the ball out of play as Marco Capasso comes over to throw it in. So our feed appears to still be up. We know our video is a bit challenged as we are pretty much directly into the sun, but the audio will hopefully make up for some of that. And Capasso back to Gastel, sideline, plays off a Fitch player, Weathersfield ball. Weathersfield does manage to retain possession. Marco Capasso on another throw-in as they're in the attacking zone. Picked up, Johnson. Sam Johnson, Fitch calling for a handball, pleading for it. Will McCarter has control. A nice stand-up challenge by Fitch, taken by Johnson. Nicely done by the Fitch defense there, as McCarter was trying to find his opportunity. Chip shot by Gastel. Not going to find it. Nobody home. Gustafson was on the far side, not able to get around 2 defenders over there. So Weathersfield's had a couple of opportunities deep in the offensive zone, but no shots to speak of yet. Scoreless game still, 24-30 remaining. First half action here from Dillon Stadium. And Fitch working the ball downfield. They've got an opportunity here. The Falcons towards the back end of the attacking zone. Played off by a few men. Weathersfield to take it. McCarter specifically. Far sideline plays it up. Picked up by the Falcons. Falcons are, looks like, calling for the goalie to come out there and pick it up. And a beautiful day at a beautiful facility here at Dillon Stadium. Absolutely. Beautiful pitch here. Only soccer played on this field, so we don't have all of the usual football yard markers and other things that adorn most high school stadiums. Get a horn as we'll have our first substitution into the game, looks like, for Fitch. Yes, the Falcons will call the substitution. So the Falcons on the regular season.
Substitution for the Fitch Falcons. Number 6, Nicholas Covina Hidrogo.
So as number 6 enters the game for Fitch, we'll just run down quickly. They were 10-5-0 on the regular season. Scored 26 goals, an average of 1.7 per contest. They allowed 16, just over 1 a game. And they put up 6 clean sheets on the year, were held scoreless on 2 different occasions. Weathersfield, meanwhile, regular season was 10-3-3, put up 40 goals. That ball gets all the way back to Torres. Average of 2.5 per game for the Eagles. They gave up 17, almost identical in terms of the goals against average for both teams here, as they're just under 1.1. And here comes a chance for Weathersfield. A little cross action. A little miscommunication gives Weathersfield the ball, but Fitch takes it back. Will McCarter fighting for it here. And of course, scoring going to be at a premium today with these 2 defenses. Player hits the ground, or shall I say the turf. 22-22 to play in the first half. Score is knotted at 0. Yeah, you talked about scoring being at a premium. When these 2 teams have scored only 1 goal, Fitch is 3-2-0 on the year, Weathersfield 2-2-1. But when either team gets at least 2 goals on the board, Fitch with an impressive 11-1-0 record, including 4 such wins in the playoffs. Weathersfield is 12-0 when scoring 2 or more goals this year. Jeez, so that is astonishing for Weathersfield. Is McCarter getting there? Little push. Oh! Goes down. McCarter gets through. That's deflected. Looked like it could have been off the shoulder. no whistle goes. Ball back toward the middle.
Well, as you said, it wasn't blatant. We were talking earlier, the officials in these championship games really like to let them play it out. As long as it's not a blatant call, it might go uncalled here. And a beautiful slide! Oh my goodness, Contreras! Now is Capasso with a run from the back. And Marco Capasso tries to play it in, taken by Fitch. Eagles need to regroup defensively and fast. As the Falcons...
Capasso is out of position. They got no outside back. Amedovic's got to come over to challenge this on the outside play. He does so. The Eagles able to get back in some formation. Ball looks like it goes over the end line. We're going to go goal kick Wethersfield. So nicely done there. Capasso came up to try to help on the offensive end. The ball got away from Wethersfield, went back to Fitch.
Substitution.
That left
for the
Wethersfield
Eagles.
Without
Number 22, Ray
someone in
Steven.
the back position, but
Betoya.
Medovic came from the center back
For
to
the
the
Fitch
outside.
Falcons, number 10, Diego Martinez.
Ball goes over the end line out of harm's way, and Ray Betoya enters the game for Wethersfield.
Yeah, Ray Betoya, as he enters, he's been a part of this team coming off the bench. You know, a lot of people like to talk about the stars that start the game, how important it is to be a starter, but it's very important to be one of the guys that comes off the bench. You have to still be a leader coming in as a sub. It's a lot of people that only really glorify that starting position, but as a sub, there's a lot that comes with coming onto the field in these critical moments. And 20 minutes gone in the first half, that's a big moment for Betoya to step up. The goal
Here
kick
he is.
comes.
Ball comes right off his head in the center circle, gets it to Gustafson.
Gustafson to Johnson. Johnson working with it now. Oh, look at Johnson go. Splits the defenders. Gets past another one down by the end line. This will go off a player on a slide. Johnson hits the ground back there. He'll get up. He'll be fine.
So we're going to have the first set piece for the Eagles. It looks like Brodowitz is going to come into the game for Wethersfield.
Yeah, I'd say that is Brodowitz. McCarter to take a corner.
Substitution for the Wethersfield Eagles, number 9, Thomas Brodowitz.
All right, so Wethersfield with the first set piece of the game. Corner kick from this near corner. McCarter has lined it up.
We'll see what McCarter does with it here.
Everybody near post.
Short ball. Short. Capasso lines one over the netting and onto the concourse. Could not get a bend on that ball there. And this will be a goal kick for the Falcons of Fitch.
So the first set piece amounts to nothing of consequence for Wethersfield. 18:50 remaining, scoreless game here. First half action from Dillon Stadium. It's the Class L Boys Soccer Championship. Fitch in this game for the first time in school history. Wethersfield making their 20th appearance, trying to get their 16th championship.
Jeez, so these guys are 15-5, or 15-4 coming into today's game, finals-wise.
So Wethersfield, in their 20 appearances, they've won 11 championships outright. 4 have been shared, so there have been 4 draws for the Eagles in their times here in the title games.
There's Fitch with an opportunity. A slide, but it'll be gloved by Ricky Torres. And with 18:05 to go in the first half, the boys in blue remain tied. Fitch not getting as many of those offensive chances that we've seen generated for Wethersfield, but we'll see if there are any kind of adjustments that'll be made to make that a change, as now Marco Capasso hanging on to the ball. He'll set it in.
And we do apologize to our Facebook viewers. We know that we are having serious video challenges. Hopefully the audio still comes through. And as a reminder, there is a fully produced video feed available for a nominal fee at nfhsnetwork.com. We're going to keep our stream up. Hope our video revives itself here at some point.
Hopefully.
But we are still, the live stream does appear to still be going.
And Fitch working from the midline. Picked up by Wethersfield. Will McCarter. He's going to try and go off to the races. There is a little bit of equal speed.
McCarter in the middle
dive.
Of the field, challenged well. Boy, look at the white shirt swarm McCarter as he tries to come down the middle.
And McCarter is keeping the ball here. Whistle blows. Should be a free kick. McCarter, the mastery on the control for the ball for Will McCarter was absolutely impeccable. Something I haven't seen him do all year. In fact, in the past 4 years, I don't think I've seen him do something quite as good as that. So these Eagles taking this game very seriously. They're laying it all on the line today.
So we will line up for a free kick for Wethersfield. We'll call it 30 yards out, directly in front of the net. Owen Amedovic is up from the back. He will take it after McCarter went down the middle of the field. Actually, it looks like Joey Tata might line up for this one. Whistle blows. Tata, Amedovic.
Amedovic lines it over, and these Eagles are putting way too much power on the ball here.
So the free kick goes over the net, and again, nothing doing for Wethersfield. We remain scoreless, 16:05 and counting first half action.
Substitution for the Wethersfield Eagles, number 23, Josh Getzel.
And so Gestel will come onto the field.
Josh Gestel back into the game as McCarter's going to take a quick rest. We will do our best to describe all the action as we apologize, folks. We had some fear this might happen. We've got some technical difficulties with the video portion of our feed as Joey Tata makes a nice challenge of the ball inside the midline. Fitch sends it back defensively.
And so it'll be Tata. Look at him coming out from the back end in the attacking zone. Batoya near midfield as they work it inside to Johnson. Johnson now to Capasso. Capasso lines it in towards the box to Brodowitz. Brodowitz in the box to Gustafson. Gustafson fires a shot from Batoya, and it's saved. A good challenge by Wethersfield, and the Eagles know if they can do that all night, this could be a very big soccer game for Wethersfield. Just about 15 minutes left in the first half.
That was nicely done as Brodowitz got the ball right at the top of the 18. Sent it off to Gustafson inside the box on the right side. He made a sliding pass that got to Batoya, who was able to turn and make the shot, but the keeper was there. Nate Virtue for Fitch was able to make that save. Keeps the game scoreless, but here comes the Eagles again. Batoya chip shot looking for Brodowitz, going to get over his head.
A little too far out in front for Brodowitz. And with 14:41,
we think magically some video might be back.
Possibly. Well, if not, you got a nice radio broadcast to go with your day today, as Fitch bringing it along that far sideline. They're in the attacking zone, fires into the box. Owen Amedovic all over it with a challenge. That one will be sent. Tata to try and pick it up. Nice touch and go between him, and I believe that might have been Gestel on those touch and go passes. Or no, that was Connor Swanson, it looked like.
Tata played it forward to Brodowitz challenging as the ball is down the left side. Looks like it's going to go over the sideline. Fitch tries for the quick throw, but that's going to be called back as we've got substitutions at the midline waiting to come in.
Substitution for the Fitch Falcons, number 17, Sid Pogiano.
So Fitch's defense has been solid so far.
They have.
And they have only given up 2 goals throughout this postseason run, so not unexpected.
Giancarlo De Jesus.
Got De Jesus back in the game. Looks like he's going to be up front.
And with him back in it, we'll see what can the Eagles do. Can they generate any more chances than they did without him? As now Fitch working it far sideline, played back along, up towards Wethersfield. AJ Contreras controlling the ball. Contreras to Amedovic. Amedovic now into Capasso. Marco Capasso boots this one high to the near sideline to Gustafson, who's right up in front by the corner. Gustafson chips it.
Oh, he's got
Brodowitz
in the box, tries for the header. Didn't get enough on that one. Nicely done. Capasso out of the back, long ball. It went over Gustafson's head, but he chased it down. He sent a chip shot into the box that Brodowitz was able to get his head on, but not all of what he wanted there. Just a deflection that sent it rolling toward the keeper. So we remain scoreless. 12:36 and counting as more subs come into the game for Fitch.
And Fitch is making their substitutions early. They're trying to cycle through their guys, get and keep fresh legs on the field. Wethersfield doing their typical stuff. I'm pretty sure they're going to wait till the end of the half to start really bringing in big substitutions.
Douglas Cardona.
All right, so welcome back, everybody, on video. We hope you stayed with us on audio. And again, we knew going in our video capabilities were going to be compromised today. So if you're looking for just the best video experience, again, the NFHSnetwork.com feed would be out there and available for a nominal subscription fee. But we hope you enjoy sticking around with us for limited video and all the action as we are here with voice of the Eagles, Jimmie Clark. Fitch moving toward the net. Nice header by Owen Amedovic.
And the Eagles trying to get it back, but Fitch by midfield, working along that the near sideline, as they have it in the corner. Fitch, a
along that bottom portion of the field. They try a cross right to Torres, and Ricky makes the save.
Nicely done by Torres in what has turned into a bit of a windy day here down on the pitch.
The wind is blowing and contact is made. I think that was inadvertent right there. Oh, they might be trying to book him. Or maybe he might have said something after the fact. They will give him a verbal warning. No booking.
No cards will come out. Collision right near the center circle. Josh Castell was going after the ball. Fitch player went down. Officials didn't like what they saw. Here we come now. Fitch looking to make the attack. There's a long shot going right at Torres. He is able to scoop it up. Nicely done from Ricky Torres. Second straight save from him.
And Ricky Torres on his A game with just about 30 minutes gone. We're entering the final 10 minutes of the first half of action. Eagles playing backwards. Oh!
Nicely done from Medovic. Ball cleared out. Chipped now by Fitch toward the box. Torres with a nice charge. Got in front of the Fitch attacker.
Ricky Torres
snatches that one out of the air. That's a third straight. We're going to call it a third straight save for Torres unofficially here.
Ricky Torres coming up with these big opportunities here for Wethersfield as we now get a chance to see what the Eagles squad can do with Tata. Tata bringing it along. They're going to work it forward. They play to Batoya. Batoya now. Not going to get there.
Nobody home on that long pass. Wethersfield not connecting the possessions as well as they'd like to. Ball goes between Medovic and Contreras now on the defensive end.
Wethersfield playing high sideline now as the setting sun is in the distance.
The sun is peaked, or well, starting to poke a little bit more behind the press box. Not down that far yet.
And it is with 9:50 to go in a tie 0-0 state final game. Here's Gustafson.
Able to poke it ahead.
Ooh, DeJesus nearly there. And Gustafson with Brodowitz. Here comes the opportunity. Brodowitz loses the ball. Fitch takes it right back. And the opportunity for Brodowitz will dissipate as here come the Fitch Falcons.
Good hustle by Brodowitz, though, to cut off that initial attack. Forced the turn toward the middle where more blue shirts were waiting to help. Again, Fitch in the road whites as the lower seed, number 14. Wethersfield in the home blues as the higher seed, number 12 today.
And Giancarlos DeJesus running after it. He's not quite going to get there. Nice stop by him, though. And Fitch just trying to generate a few more offensive opportunities here with 9:05 to go in just the first half of the afternoon.
Nicely done by Medovic on the outside. He's had to go out there a couple of times today. Ball gets loose in the box, but Contreras is going to chase it down.
Contreras working.
No harm, no foul on that one, sorry.
Tata now over to, I believe that is Swanson. Swanson will boot it forward towards DeJesus, who's playing forward here today. Up to Tata. Tata on the far side. Played back and forth. DeJesus was there. Puts forth a through ball. On the sideline, it's out of play. Substitute will come in for Wethersfield. Looks like this will be Sam Johnson back into the game. He'll come in for Brodowitz.
First for Wethersfield, number 15, Samuel Johnson. And for the Fitch Falcons, number 7, Sebastian Duffy.
And the Falcons throw it in. Again, big stakes here today at Destination Dillon. 8 minutes to go.
Another ball rolls toward Ricky Torres, and that has seemed to be part of the plan, the game plan, and the attack for Fitch is to look for opportunities for the long ball going toward the goal. Wethersfield has tried a little bit more possession, but not able to connect on enough of it. Here's Castell now with a chance on the far sideline.
Josh Castell, he's got to outrun. Oh, slipping on the turf.
DeJesus went down. Castell made the pass. DeJesus not able to get there as he slipped. Medovic with a beautiful header.
Absolutely beautiful. Played off the back of a Fitch defender up to Tata. Tata now working the ball. Plays it back towards Castell, I believe that is.
Johnson here ready to have a cup of coffee on this near side. If they can switch fields, not going to happen as Fitch's defense steps up once again.
Sliding pass forward. Fitch with 7:15 to go in the half. Trying to break the ice in a 0-0 game.
0-0. The quest for the 2021 Class L State Championship in boys soccer. It's been an up and down affair so far. Each keepers have had their hands on the ball on a few different occasions, but no diving saves or serious threats to this point.
No, it has been a very good game by both defenses, making those stops right before the box. We see Fitch hanging on to it now. Contreras is going to get ahead on that one. Tries to find Swanson. Fitch takes over. Goes back toward Amedovic. He lets it go, and Torres will scoop that up. Eagles will try to reset as we hit the 6:30 mark here in the first half. Scoreless game. Ball rolls out to Marco Capasso. Here comes Weathersfield trying to find an opportunity.
They get Johnson. Johnson on the bottom. Sets to Betoya. Betoya to DeJesus. DeJesus now trying to work it forward. Does not quite get the opportunity he was looking for. But it is Ray Betoya who is right there to Gustafson. Gustafson tries to poke it forward, but Fitch is there. Fitch playing very well defensively. Eagles not quite charging up on the offense as we've seen them in prior matchups. 6 minutes now to go. A very good Fitch team and a very good Weathersfield team. That one's booted out of bounds by the goalie. And Weathersfield with an opportunity as they'll get a throw in. Not quite as good as a set piece, but still rather good. They play it off to Fitch, where the Eagles try to play very defensive football here.
Good shield by Betoya. Medovic able to get the kick in toward the center circle we go. Betoya now chip in front of the benches.
And with the chip up in front. Ooh, good stop by Fitch. Even better stop by Weathersfield to reroute the ball. It goes back and forth like it's a pinball out here. Number 11. He'll take it for the Falcons. Fitch. Oh, Sam Johnson tries to get there. This one will play right into the hands of the defense for Weathersfield.
Another high ball into the middle of the field by Fitch. Weathersfield able to get to it. Weathersfield, though, has not, as you mentioned, really been the same offensive team that we've seen through the first few rounds of these playoffs.
And Fitch.
Credit the Fitch defense with some of that.
Here comes Weathersfield now. Opportunity as it's Tada. Tada's got men with him.
Around toward the middle, top of the 18, lets one go. It's going to go right into the hands of keeper Nate Virtue. So Weathersfield comes up empty on that shot opportunity. Joey Tada with a nice move, got into the middle of the field just outside the 18, but sent it right into the hands of the keeper, and we remain scoreless, 4:25 and counting here in the first half.
And that was a great opportunity for Weathersfield. That's arguably one of the better ones we've seen all day for either team tonight. As Gastel will play it, the near sideline, or sorry, that far sideline's been their bread and butter for today's game. And it'll be passed along.
Fitch with some height along the back line has made things difficult for Weathersfield as they've tried to connect passes once they've gotten into the offensive half.
Oh, and Fitch tries to play a through ball forward, but
look at Amedovic telling Torres to get out. He does, gets toward the top of the 18 to scoop that one up. Weathersfield will reset. Roll out to A.J. Contreras now on the far sidelines. He heads toward the Eagles bench. Toward the midline now, that's DeJesus.
DeJesus with the ball. Sets over to Contreras.
Center circle, Betoya.
Betoya now. Oh, they lose the ball. Capasso's going to have to get on there defensively. Sam Johnson as well. Playing it forward quite well. Fitch down towards the corner. And out of bounds on Fitch. And with 3:19, the Eagles get the ball back. And they'll bring two subs in. Tomas Santos and I believe Wilm Carter, maybe?
Yep, that's correct.
Substitutions for the Weathersfield Eagles.
A little bit bright, so we would have to squint for that one.
Yeah, we're definitely in a challenged visual position, and it's been even more challenging for those of you who have been patient with us on the Facebook feed. We apologize again for some of the technical difficulties that we've had today. Thank you for being with us. It's Dillon Stadium here in Hartford. We are live. It's Class L Boys Soccer Championship. Weathersfield against Fitch. Scoreless, 2:41 and counting in the first half.
And that one is played through ball. McCarter's going to have to really chug to get down there. It's going to be let out of bounds. Oh, off of Fitch. It's Weathersfield ball. They then send it into Gastel. Gastel plays it back to Tada. Tada, Gastel, Tada again.
Go.
Shot, save.
And nicely done by the Fitch keeper there. Nice give and go. Gastel sent it back to Joey Tada. He took his second shot in the last couple of minutes. Both have been scooped up by Fitch's keeper, and we remain scoreless in this one. Good step. Gustafson missed it by a hair there. Crosses the midline for Fitch.
Fitch playing along and forward. Nice stop by Contreras momentarily. They'll play it far sideline by the benches. Cross to Torres.
Wow.
That was close.
Ricky Torres grabs that one behind his head. Nicely done as he gets another save.
Torres will send it out
sideways with a minute 40 to go. We are getting closer and closer to halftime, and I think this game will be decided second half, I would have to say. Here's your Amedovic. Amedovic, oh, way too much. Way too much.
And it looks like they would have had, perhaps,
Tata.
Joey on an offside call.
Substitution for the
Potentially
Fitch
on that one,
Falcons.
but ball way out of reach.
Number 6,
Certainly.
Nicholas Covina Indrovo.
Nice idea, and you can see the Eagles have been trying to force the ball down that left side and then see if they can work it back into the middle. The right side of the field, outside of one memorable trip that
1 minute remaining in the half.
saw a
1
ball
minute.
fed into Brodowitz, has been pretty open and uneventful.
And so at the final minute of the half, we see DeJesus. They lose the ball, it's out of bounds, Wethersfield gets it back. The Eagles trying so very hard to try and claim the first goal of the contest, and they've been close. McCarter steals it. McCarter can't quite hang on to it as he runs into the defense. Fitch playing it deep. Back to Contreras. AJ sets it up to Capasso with 20 seconds to go. Marco Capasso plays it forward towards McCarter. He stays onside, but it's right to the goalie.
Good ball played forward by Capasso. Found McCarter, but not able to get much on that one, and we will end this first half.
And this first half ends at a scoreless tie. 0-0.
So, much like the Eagles through the first few rounds of the playoffs, who have been a better second half team, we're going to hope from a video standpoint we can put in a better second half effort here, but we thank you for joining us. We've got 10 minutes remaining until second half action begins. We're going to shut down this feed and try to restart fresh and see if that corrects some of our issues. We'll be back in just a few moments with second half action from Dillon. Again, it is scoreless at halftime. Wethersfield and Fitch for the Class L Boys Soccer Championship.
We are ready to see the Fitch Falcons and the Wethersfield Eagles playing another stanza of 40 minutes here from Dillon Stadium. Fitch again in the white and the red, Eagles in the blue and the silver. Chris Daly is at goalie for the Wethersfield Eagles. He will be from the goalie's position.
All right, after a solid first half from Ricky Torres, Chris Daly steps in, as has been the tradition for the Eagles throughout the year. Those two keepers shared the duties, and they've done it well in the postseason. Wethersfield, now through 4.5 games, has yet to give up a goal here in the postseason.
If the Eagles keep this up, I believe they would be the only team in CIAC history to have not given up any goals throughout the entire tournament. I believe. That's an unverifiable statistic on my part.
An impressive stat, if in fact that is true. Welcome back. We are kicking off the second half. Wethersfield in blue, Fitch in white.
And the Eagles kick off to open the half. They get it to DeJesus, now to Tata. And this Eagles club is a second half team. We'll see how they play as it's Connor Swanson. Now to Will McCarter. McCarter takes off. Look at him go. He's getting into the box. Trying to keep the ball. They kick it forward. And it is sent. Going to be out of bounds. And the Eagles will retain possession. Giancarlos DeJesus sends it into Joey Tata. Tata once again flips it forward to McCarter. McCarter tries a touch and go. It doesn't quite come to fruition. Now McCarter on the defensive as the Fitch Falcons send it out of bounds again.
So a nice defensive stand there from Fitch as McCarter trying to turn the corner. He's got an opportunity here.
He's got some space. The cross, too much. Or maybe not. Sam Johnson winds up with it. Sam Johnson playing his heart out there. 2-on-1. Far sideline. Working towards the end line. Oh my goodness! Puts a defender on ice back there. In towards the box. Eagles on a mad dash. Not quite giving up the ball yet until Fitch is able to steal it. And finally they'll clear midfield.
Here's the counter-attack.
Oh! Big contact on that shield, no call. And that was contact by Contreras.
He held his ground. Wethersfield able to get the ball to the midline, but Fitch is going to take over. Beautiful offensive sequence. Did not generate a shot there for the Eagles, though.
And Chris Daly will get his first set, or his first touch as he puts his hands on the ball back there. And so now, Chris Daly drop kicks it. So they set it up now towards Gustafson. To Johnson. Johnson now. Taken away by Fitch and the Falcons. Leading up the field. Trying to get something out of it, and the Eagles are able to stop it. No shots from Fitch yet in this half. No shots from Wethersfield yet in this half, but Wethersfield seemingly having more of that offensive possession time as Josh Castell, ball winds up into the grandstand.
Just past our position here on this near sideline.
And here is Connor Swanson to throw it into John Carlos De Jesus. De Jesus now, he works it forward. Cross
nice
pass, beautiful.
Beautiful pass, found Johnson, threaded the needle, but Fitch is there in the box.
And I think he was trying to do some ball movement and overstepped the ball. As he sets it over to Swanson. Swanson passes it in, taken away by Fitch. Fitch will get it over to Amedovic. Owen Amedovic now tries to split the defense. On a deflection, should go out of bounds right into the Wethersfield bench. Wethersfield should retain possession on this play.
So the sun is high above the light stanchion just across from us.
And that'll be played in towards Gustafson. Gustafson gets it to Amedovic. Amedovic, big cross pass to Swanson. Swanson's going to try and get on it here. He does. Swanson inside to Castell. Ooh, Castell loses the ball, but it's back to Tata. Tata plays it through, tries to get it back to Castell. It'll go back to Amedovic, and the Eagles controlling the offensive tempo here. And so as they control the tempo, Fitch takes it back. Right along for the Falcons. Played out of bounds. Eagles get the ball back again. Again, if you're just joining us here on Facebook, my name is Jimmie Clark. Alongside me, Dave Gustafson, for just one final time as we're on the final day of the year for soccer fans, is Fitch bringing it up. They've got a chance. Oh, whistle. This will be a free kick outside the box.
Looks like contact by Gustafson as he trailed the play. Free kick going to come for
the
Fitch.
Falcons.
The Falcons, looks like we'll call it just unofficially about 25 or so yards out from the net.
In the shadow of the Colt Dome, will Fitch strike the first goal of the contest? Or will Chris Daly stand tall? Or will the defense be able to stand tall as they set the wall up?
Wethersfield with the wall. Here comes the kick. It's going to go low and
off
into the wall. Nicely done as we hear some noise from the Wethersfield faithful across the way.
Off the wall, and Connor Swanson is able to steal it. Fitch bringing it back into play, but it's taken by Tata. And the Eagles working across their own end of the field. Trying to visualize a play, they get it up to Castell, who has 9 goals combined between the postseason and the regular season. Now over. Sending forward towards McCarter. McCarter trying to get there, but the big and tall defenseman for the Fitch Falcons just getting onto it. And he does again.
Chip by Castell, trying to find a Jesus.
McCarter, through ball to Swanson. Tries across, another deflection. And the Fitch Falcons all over it, taken back by McCarter. Will McCarter to work it through. He's down. Up in front. Oh! McCarter! They score! Yes!
McCarter to Castell. A beautiful cross from the left side. Josh Castell is waiting for it. He puts it into the back of the net. Wethersfield leads it 1-0, 34-28 remaining in regulation.
10th goal for Josh Castell. And the Eagles have a 1-0 lead. Absolutely astonishing. And the Eagles have drawn first blood in the second half. Only about 5.5 minutes into the second frame. And Wethersfield draws the lead in their 21st title appearance. Fitch immediately playing very fast. They want revenge as it's played out of bounds. The Eagles, of course, when they score 2 goals this year, undefeated, one more could be the insurance they need.
Josh Getzel. The assist by number 8, William McCarter.
So now Wethersfield has to hold Fitch.
And here we go.
Here.
Fitch trying to bring the ball up. Taken as the Falcons hold it. Looks like number 4 trying to grab it. It's not going to happen out of bounds. Should be a corner here. And I saw some signs around the place. I saw a sign actually above the tunnel said Forza Eagles. I don't think I've ever seen something I would have wanted to say on a broadcast any more than that.
All right, but here we go. Fitch right back at it with a set piece. Corner kick coming from the near corner. They've got one man short, one man on the near post, and a stack on the far post. Ball comes in, near post, it's behind the goal. So Wethersfield escapes that one. Again, Eagles lead it 1-0, 33-20 and counting second half. We talked about it in the first half, though. One goal, not enough.
No, it's not.
Wethersfield, when only scoring one on this year, is 2-2-1.
I don't think the Eagles would want to chance that. They need a second goal, but lucky for us, there's still 33 minutes to play. And I guess that's lucky for Fitch, too, as they get the steal. Taken back by Wethersfield. Now to Johnson. The Eagles just need to play heads-up soccer in order.
Johnson looking for
Connor
Swanson.
Swanson. Swanson now by the box. Kicked right out. Right onto the fence.
Nice defensive play. Sends one out of the bounds. Out over the sideline. Ball comes in quickly for Wethersfield. Here's DeJesus.
Giancarlos DeJesus plays it around. Fitch to take it by the box. DeJesus off of him and out of play. And for Wethersfield. Oh, go ahead.
DeJesus and Gustafson try to give and go. They're just not able to connect on that one on the pass back. Ball goes back to Fitch as they try to get themselves on the board to tie this one up. Wethersfield a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Fitch is looking for the equalizer here. And as you said earlier, one goal is not going to be enough. I don't see this being a shutout win. I definitely see this needing a few more goals, I think, to be a true decided game. As the Eagles will take a goal kick as the Fitch player ran out of bounds, actually tackled the flag in the corner. And I guess he was keeping his eyes on the ball there, looking downfield, or looking to see if anyone was able to set up a cross opportunity, and just ran right into the flag back there. Here's a deep ball played from behind towards Gastel. Eagles all over the football, or the football, I should rather say. Playing with it, up by the bench. Now, to Capasso. Capasso now. Played off the head, and the Fitch Falcons, it's going to roll out of bounds, should be a throw-in for WHS. Connor Swanson will run in. If Swanson can set up the opportunity at his second goal, that would be huge.
Yeah, when Wethersfield gets to that 2-goal mark on the year, they are 12-0, 12 wins against no losses. McCarter goes for it. That ball hooked off his left foot and goes wide right of the net. Not a save opportunity for the keeper. 30-51 and counting. Second half, Wethersfield on top. 1-0 off the goal from Josh Gastel, assisted by Will McCarter.
Here comes Fitch. Good defense by Joey Tata. The D1 commit for Central Connecticut State University. And the ball is belonging to that of the Eagles. Now over. Towards Gustafson, who steals it. Sam Gustafson connects with Will McCarter. McCarter looking downfield. Will McCarter brings it past.
Off the post! Who's there? Gustafson trying to get to it.
Goodness me! Nobody home, but the ball goes right back to Connor Swanson off a beautiful chance to hook up the second goal. Here's Will McCarter. Some fancy footwork as he tries to work it back by the end line. Ball goes to Fitch.
Nicely done defensively, one-on-one. McCarter, number 5 for the Falcons. He did a wonderful job defensively, and it gets the ball back for Fitch. That will remain 1-0 Wethersfield in the lead.
That has got to rattle you up right there. So close to the second goal, off the woodwork back there. Just not quite going to get it. Eagles still lead by 1, but plenty of time for Fitch to try and rally the troops and find that equalizing goal. That is going to be ever important. It's going to be, for the Eagles, I think, a very defensive game from here on out. Connor Swanson with a nice spin move to steal the ball. Takes it up to Gastel. Josh Gastel tries a cross way over Joey Tata's head. This will go back towards Capasso. Out of play it goes. And Fitch will bring in another sub. With 29-10 10 to play in the second half of action. Still plenty of time. We're only 10 minutes into the second half. And so with about 28:55, Eagles lead by 1 off a goal from McCarter and Gastel. Gastel with the goal, McCarter on the setup. And this is the final event on the Wethersfield calendar for the fall sports season. We'll get you set for approximately December 15th when winter sports are set to begin. But of course, actually I was wrong. We still have the Thanksgiving game on Wednesday in Newington, Connecticut, and possibly football playoffs, as there is a slim chance the Eagles can advance into the CIAC tournament.
And while you were getting us updated on that, nice action in the center of the field, right in the center circle. Gustafson and Tata both able to get a foot on the ball. It goes back to Wethersfield. Now in front of the Eagles bench we go.
Over towards Gastel. Gastel, touch and go. Opportunity for Sam Johnson. Johnson, is he going to hang on to the ball? He does.
Spinning, whirling dervish over there from Sam Johnson.
Going through the whole spin cycle over there as the ball will be played back to Wethersfield.
But in the end, nothing comes of it. No shot for Wethersfield off this opportunity so far. Going to be cleared out of there by Fitch toward the midline. This is their leading scorer now, Sebastian Duffy with the ball.
And oh, they're calling for an offsides. It doesn't matter. Eagles are going to beat Fitch to the ball, and that offsides call does come to fruition. With 27.5 minutes to go, 1-0, Eagles in the lead. The Eagles need one more, and they came very close to that second goal. They'll get a free kick here. Can the Eagles get it done at Destination Dillon tonight? And Wethersfield now back to Swanson. Connor Swanson sets it up to DeJesus. DeJesus fires it deep. And he's got Sam Johnson.
He's got
and
McCarter on the right side.
McCarter tries to charge but can't find it. And that'll be played into the grandstand off the top bar of the fence. As we are set and ready for the last 26:40 of the contest here. Wethersfield up by 1. Looks like Fitch will get the ball here. They figure out who's to take the throw in. Ooh, whistle blows. A little miscommunication here. They're going to force him back a bit.
All right, so 26-23 and counting on the clock, second half. It's Wethersfield with a 1-0 lead. Fitch trying to mount the counterattack.
Oh, look at Sam Johnson from the back. As he almost had a great defensive opportunity. Here come the Fitch Falcons as they try and equalize the game. Here it comes. Oh, beautiful stop by Joey Tata on defense.
Ripped away by Tata there. He's coming down the far sideline.
Oh, that should be out of bounds, I believe. Fitch to take it, and they will get a throw-in opportunity. The Eagles' defense has got to play strong here to try and end up this game. Or at least, well, not end the game just yet. There's still plenty of time as this one rolls into the box. Cleared away by Wethersfield, and this will go out of play with 25:35 to go in the second half of a very, very entertaining game. Wethersfield will wave off the substitution they were about to make, and what a pleasure it is to bring the action into your homes here on Facebook Live today on a fine Sunday afternoon. That one's played into the box. Off the head, Fitch was looking for a penalty call off the contact.
No whistle comes. Ball played toward the center circle, headed there by Fitch.
Wethersfield puts it forward on a step. Sam Johnson, he's been working for this goal. Up in front to Tata. Joey, back to Johnson. Johnson now. DeJesus. DeJesus now, he's looking for it. He's going to try and break through, loses control of the ball.
Nicely
Fitch
done
plays it.
defensively by Fitch. They've got a counterattack opportunity down the right side.
Contreras clears it. AJ Contreras clears the opportunity. Back to Swanson, to Gustafson. Gustafson from the back, to Gastel. Josh Gastel now crosses it over to DeJesus. DeJesus puts it through. Big opportunity for Connor Swanson, but the defense is there. Back over to Gastel. As Gastel jumped, I think he thought the defenseman was going to kick it and try and get it clear. Here's a big through ball. Fitch.
And there's the slide tackle from A.J. Contreras to clear the ball out, but Fitch is threatening here. 1-0 Wethersfield, 24-10 and counting.
And that is going to regroup the defensive unit. Eagles bring on the subs.
For the Wethersfield Eagles.
Batoya and I believe Brodowitz.
Number 22, Ray Stephen Batoya. And number 9, Thomas Brodowitz.
So Brodowitz and Batoya into the game. We see, I believe, a throw-in for the Fitch Falcons. The throw. Trying to get the header. It's off a player for Fitch behind the end line, and the Eagles will get the goal kick out of it. Chris Daly, has had a phenomenal year in net.
And both keepers, they've platooned all season. We talked about it in the pregame. That game against Hall to close out the regular season started a stretch now of 5 consecutive clean sheets.
And here's Josh Gastel again. Gastel trying to work it forward. Fitch is playing fantastic defense after they gave up that first goal and almost a second. And look at DeJesus. He is going off trying to get the ball. All out on the turf. As Fitch bringing it along. Passed back over. Wethersfield is calling for the offsides. It's in the box. Eagles will shield it across the end line.
Yeah, going to roll over the end line. Bit of miscommunication there as it looked like Owen Amedovic was lining up a perfect header, and then Ray Batoya stepped in front. Got a bit of a deflection on it, but Wethersfield able to regroup. Ball goes over the end line.
Eagles play the short ball from the side. And back to that is DeJesus. DeJesus to Swanson. Swanson puts it up to Brodowitz. Brodowitz to Batoya. Batoya sends it forward. Gloved by the goalie. 22-10 to go in the second half. We're nearly 3/4 of the way through this game. And it's played to the Eagles off the goal kick. To Tata. Out of bounds, but on who?
Looks like it's going to go to Fitch. Batoya able to step off that initial kick, got the ball to Tata, but Wethersfield not able to maintain control. Here comes Fitch now again, trying to find their counter.
They've been having, well, not issues, but they've been getting very close to that counterattack. Now it's taken. Fitch inside towards the box. Daly will come out and play it.
Lets it roll inside the 18 where he's going to wait. He's going to want to get this one picked up.
Yeah, there it is. Daly just loves taunting the other team. I tell you, he does that every game.
Not a huge fan of that, but he gets it before he gets into harm's way here, and here we go now.
And so, Fitch playing back. 21-10 to go. The Fitch Falcons have put up quite a valiant effort, but the Eagles' defense has been standing tall all day. We'll see if this trend continues. Is Batoya now. Nearly has it stolen, but he retains possession. Plays it back, I believe, towards Amedovic. Maybe Capasso.
Capasso gets it over to Batoya. Ball goes toward the sideline. Tata tries to get to it. He will not get there first. Out of bounds. Throw coming for Fitch.
The Falcons playing in. And like I said, the Falcons have played all heart, no quit here tonight. They've been doing fantastic defensive and transitional play. But the offense hasn't been there to back them.
Absolutely stellar defensive effort from Fitch as they make the school's first ever appearance in the title game.
And the third matchup in the playoffs between these two teams in history.
That is correct. At least in recent history we could document. Two teams met in 2018 and 2008 in first round matchups. Both of those won by Wethersfield.
And it'll be picked up by Connor Swanson.
Nice interception by Swanson there. Ball comes midline. Thomas Brodowitz, first touch gets away from him. Ball rolling loose. Fitch is going to take it over.
And I believe I remember that first round game between the Wethersfield Eagles and the Fitch Falcons.
I'm going to assume you mean the 2018 one and not the 2008 one.
Oh, I was definitely here for the 2008 one. No, it was 2018. That was before my time in 2008.
Joey Tata now with an opportunity, middle of the field, gets toward the top of the arc, and Fitch is there again, nicely done defensively. Can Batoya get to it first? He makes a deflection to DeJesus. Batoya, now back to DeJesus.
And DeJesus working up the field. Fitch had a player down for a little while. He got back up. He might be fine.
He's going to limp off there. Batoya tried to find the pass to the outside, looking for DeJesus again, but the deflection there. Yeah, nice interception.
Come on, outside!
And Connor Swanson from Brodowitz back to Swanson. Swanson looking for somebody. Swanson now.
There you go.
Brodowitz now over towards Gustafson. Now back to Batoya. And Batoya sets it over towards DeJesus. DeJesus now. Looks like that's Tata once again. Joey Tata. Joey Tata's got it. He's turned the corner. He's into the box.
Tata up
off. Batoya.
Here's Swanson who's going to get it back.
That was a beautiful opportunity for Weathersfield. DeJesus and Batoya crossed up.
Swanson will put one on the net and saved. And the Fitch Falcons with 18:35, still mounting counter-offensive.
Weathersfield's clinging to this 1-0 lead. The goal came earlier in this half off the foot of Josh Castell on a beautiful cross from Wilma Carter.
That's all ball right there. A little contact made by Fitch. That'll be ruled all ball. And speaking of Fitch, here they come up the field, trying to stand up with him. Is Weathersfield.
Nice deflection from Gustafson on that shot. It's going to roll over the end line.
Looks like Weathersfield and Fitch to make a substitution. Not sure. Looks like Sam Johnson, maybe?
Number 15.
Oh!
Johnson back in the game.
I will preface, that was a shot in the dark. I will take my place as a psychic when this announcing gig doesn't work out.
All right. Well, hopefully you got a long career ahead of you in the announcing game before you have to turn your psychic capabilities on.
I do too.
Nice job from you calling all three of the girls' field hockey state championship games yesterday from the press box at Gatone.
Oh, thank you very much. It was a lot of fun, and I would like to thank Mr. Maltesi for providing us that opportunity. He graciously reached out to the CIAC and asked if our Blue Eagle News crew would be up to the task of calling, or at least bringing the action to the NFHS network for all three of those games.
Boy, a nice work from Connor Swanson in that corner leads to a possession here for Weathersfield. Castell crossed the center circle, trying to find Johnson, but Fitch is there.
17 minutes to go, and Fitch getting on the ball and bringing it forward.
Oh, he gets past Amenovic. Daly's going to get out.
Oh, the ball's loose. Oh, did he touch it, though?
And they're going to call it a goal kick as Chris Daly came sprinting out on the ground.
That is close. I don't know how I feel about that. I did not get a great vantage point. The fans on the opposite sideline objecting. Not sure how that turned out.
So Daly with a good aggressive play coming off his line after Amenovic had not been able to get to the first ball.
And so now, playing a centering pass back and forth in the box. Contreras now to Brodowitz, off the head, back to Fitch. The Falcons, back to the Eagles now. Swanson.
Stop dribbling out of the back.
Swanson looked like he had opportunity coming down the sideline, tried to pull it back toward the middle, and Fitch is there.
And this will be possibly another goal kick.
Yeah, looks like we are going to come back Eagles' way here for a goal kick.
Looks that way.
So, Weathersfield clinging to a 1-0 lead, 15:53 and counting, second half. As a reminder here in the finals, if it ends up tied at the end of regulation, we go to two 15-minute overtime periods.
And then it'll be co-champs at the end of that if still knotted up. It's not sudden death, by the way. It is...
Yeah, you play out both overtime periods if it goes that route. But Weathersfield hoping to end this one in regulation.
I am too, I tell you what.
They would like to finish off what would be their 6th consecutive clean sheet to close out this 2021 campaign.
If that does come true, it would be a tournament with 0 goals allowed by this goalkeeping crew, and that emphasizes the prowess of Daly and Torres as a goalkeeping firm there.
And not without a lot of help from everybody. It takes a team, takes a village, but certainly those two have been fantastic. And if you haven't seen it, folks, throughout the season, the support they have for each other in what could be an awkward situation as they're both competing for time. They have been nothing but supportive, and they have done a wonderful job closing out the season here. And not over yet,
Johnson.
though.
Johnson with a big opportunity. Johnson into the box. Johnson with a cross. And oh my goodness! A goal, and it looks like that might have been Thomas Brodowitz. Not sure who
A deflection out in front. It was definitely Thomas Brodowitz. A 2-0 lead with 14 and a half to go. And Wethersfield up by 2. Sam Johnson with, again, magical footwork along the right side. Turned the corner, got into the box, sent the ball back toward the middle. A little bit of confusion, but then came Thomas Brodowitz all the way through to send it home. And the Eagles now up 2-0. And as we've talked about, that might be the magic number. 2 goals, they are 12-0 on this season. Can they hang on here?
Well, fingers crossed. There's still 14 minutes to go, and I've seen some crazy things happen in 14 minutes. And if, speaking of which, Fitch brings it into the box with Daly way out of the box, and Fitch retaliates! A goal on the header, almost instantaneously. Wait a minute. Is it a goal? We saw players in the back going back and forth with the official.
Looks like we're resetting, though, in the center circle. The Fitch crowd goes wild. It's on the scoreboard now.
Yes, that is a
Just
goal.
like that, they have cut into the lead. That's the first goal. The Eagles have given up all postseason.
And Chris played way outside on the edge of the box, and luckily enough, Fitch hangs onto it on the end line, and all of a sudden, this is a very, very different soccer game.
And that is momentum with a capital M now for Fitch. They still trail it 2-1. Wethersfield with the lead, but this feels much different than the 1-0 lead we just had a moment ago.
Well, Fitch knows these guys are not invincible any longer. You know, the Eagles, all throughout the tournament, no goals allowed. Fitch now knows these guys aren't invincible as they might have thought.
Stop giving the ball away! That's a turnover there for the Eagles. It goes long toward Fitch.
Here comes Fitch again, looking to try and equalize the game, like we said. Takes one!
That's going to draw the whistle outside the box. Contreras tried to challenge. Successful initially, but too much contact. We're about 3 or 4 yards outside the 18.
This is a big momentum
side.
booster with only 13 to play. Right from the side of the box, it looks like they're setting up for an assist on the far end, but I wouldn't put it past him to just straight strike on the net.
All right, so Wethersfield's got to defend this one. Daly's on the near post.
Here we go.
Johnson and Gastel form the wall. Contreras joins Daly in the center of the box. Here comes the action. You have to think we're going to see an aerial service far post is my guess. Here we go. Header and it's off the post.
A close call, and the Eagles clear it. And this game is much, much different than it was moments ago.
And that cannot have been a surprise for Wethersfield. That header goal off a throw-in was how the Fitch Falcons had scored their second goal in their semifinal win over Watertown earlier in this week.
Well, I was talking to the players again the week leading up to the game. They said, looking at the tapes, Fitch was good, playing off of set pieces and throwing.
He's got a goal! Joey Tana with the shot!
Oh my God!
Joey Tana down the middle of the field, and it is in the back of the net. Wethersfield has a 3-1 lead. Clock is stopped with 12:10 remaining in the second half.
The cardiac central commit! Joey Tana! Can you get any more dramatic than that? 3-1, back and forth like a seesaw!
And let's give credit on that one. Thomas Brodowitz, who all year for the regular season was the lone junior on a roster full of 20 seniors, scored the second goal moments ago and then sets up Joey Tana with a beautiful through ball as Tana came down the middle of the field. 3-1 Eagles, 12:10 remaining in the second half. Class L state championship action from Dillon Stadium here in Hartford.
And this is a true battle of Class L superpowers. Neither team willing to go away. Just when you thought Wethersfield locked it up, Fitch almost strikes 2 back. Right when you think Fitch has enough momentum to tie it, the Eagles retaliate with Joey Tana. I mean, this is absolutely incredible, completely unpredictable. If this gets any more exciting, they might have to take me off the field. They might have to take me out of the grandstand.
Good save by Chris Daly on the diving stop. Fitch's leading scorer, Sebastian Duffy, got a turn on that ball in the box, and Daly makes the diving save, but it's going to be a corner kick. Fitch is not going away in this one. 11:36 and counting. Second half, Weathersfield 3, Fitch 1. Corner kick comes in. And here's the corner. Daly, hands on it. Can they clear it? Back to Fitch, outside the box. The Falcons cross, trying to get it in the box. It's not going to happen. Eagles clear it away. They try to get it through ball. It does not go. Coming back along. Ball in toward the box. Header. Oh, Daly reaches out for it and gets it. I tell you, Mr. Gustafson, this thing gets any more exciting, they might have to take me off the grandstands on a stretcher. I might have a heart attack out here. Well, we hope that doesn't need to happen. It looks like we might have the life flight helicopter hovering above, waiting for that. But boy, we're going to keep you here. That was poorly timed. Well, either way, what is good timed is that header by Giancarlos De Jesus. Johnson and De Jesus trying to work the ball forward. It's off the sideline. Eagles retain possession. And with 10.5 minutes to go, they're up by 2. Mr. Gustafson, if you're Coach Yakum, what is your go-to game plan for the last 10 minutes of today's game? And before you answer that, here comes Weathersfield in the corner. Now across the end line, go ahead and answer the question. Well, you've obviously got to shore up the defense with the defensive midfielders staying home a little bit more. But offensively, when you got the chances, you still want to go for it because one more goal would certainly put this one seemingly out of reach with 10 minutes left. And 3-1 Weathersfield lead. Swanson went down. Looks like a misstep, possibly a slip back there. Eagles, watching Fitch enter the box. Swanson goes down again. No call there. What are we going to get for a whistle? I think ball is going Weathersfield's way, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this will be Eagles' ball. So Weathersfield with 3 on the board in this one. That is one more than Fitch had given up through their first 4 playoff games. They are a strong defensive team. Weathersfield has broken through 3 goals here in the second half to take the 3-1 lead. Unbelievable second half play in these final 40 minutes here. Thomas Brodowitz getting challenged for the ball. Great challenge by Fitch, but Weathersfield to keep standing tall and keep the ball away. The Falcons, though, keep it across that midline. And on the attacking zone, they send it up. Header inside the box by Weathersfield and sends it outside of the lines. Nice play by Amedovic there to clear that one out, but Fitch comes back fast and furious. Here are the Falcons. Here's Fitch. They've got it. Can they do it? Step from Capasso. There's a low Fitch ball. On a shot, and that was a line drive, and it's out. I gotta tell you, final 8.5 minutes, I expect this to get much more intense. And so the stakes for Weathersfield trying to claim the school's 16th state title in boys soccer. We talked about the overall, and we'll zoom in a little bit now on the Coach Rob Yakum era in Weathersfield. His 22nd season leading the Eagles, 267 career wins. His 6th appearance in the state championship game as Weathersfield's head coach. Weathersfield 3-1-1 in those previous 5 trips. That includes 3 overtime games. They've won 4 state titles under Yakum. 2000, 2002, which was a co-championship, and 2004 and 2008. 1 runner-up finish, and that was the Eagles' last appearance in the state finals back in 2015 when they went to overtime before falling to number 14 seed Avon. Today it's the Eagles against another number 14 in the Fitch Falcons. But Weathersfield hanging on to a 3-1 lead, 7:34 remaining. Oh, here we go. And Weathersfield trying to battle with it. Fitch bringing it up. Now to Tata. Tata from 3 white shirts. Cleared along. Now it's over. Back to Weathersfield. Tata bringing it. There you go. Switch it. Now along. We got time. Play. And it's over. Plays Gustafson. Oh, Gustafson did not shield well. Ball taken away nicely. And here comes the Eagles as they get it back by the circle. Owen Amedovic. Now to Gustafson. Gustafson keeping control. He gets it to Gastel. It's a real trench battle along the midline. A little chip forward to Swanson. Swanson. It'll be played off the foot of a Fitch defender and out of play. All right.
Batoya will come onto the field as they'll get the substitution. And now it is number 18, Giancarlos De Jesus.
All right, the Eagles with the corner kick. De Jesus, high ball, far post, headed out of there nicely by Fitch. They're going to take over.
And the Falcons, high ball being played along. And now, played along for Contreras. That was Gustafson, sorry. Now Gastel.
Nice go.
Gastel.
Oh,
De Jesus.
playing
De
back.
Jesus. Back to Gastel. Oh, Gastel's got a chance. Here he comes.
Here we go. Oh,
what a play by
last
Fitch.
second deflection. Beautiful defensive effort as, boy, it looked like Josh Gastel had a clear path, but Fitch's defense closes fast. Deflected out of bounds. Another corner kick. Giancarlos De Jesus jogs it over.
I gotta ask.
5:25 and counting.
I gotta ask, where did that defender come from? That was an absolutely fantastic step deflection by the Fitch Falcons. They're clearly not
Tata
done
gets
yet.
a step on the inline. He goes down the box.
It's a penalty.
There it is.
It's a penalty kick. You're kidding.
So Joey Tata
Big
got the
penalty
turn.
kick.
He got to the inline and went down, and the call comes from the official.
Oh, this could be the dagger with 5 minutes to go. Joey Tata tripped up in the box.
So Giancarlos De Jesus is going to line it up as Joey Tata earned the penalty. Giancarlos De Jesus, who has not yet scored a postseason goal after notching 5 in the regular season, will line up this penalty kick. The clock is stopped. 5:12 in the second half. 3-1 Eagles. Here we go.
Could be his first goal of the postseason. Here it comes. Scores! He does it!
It is a rifle into the back of the net.
De Jesus with the 4th goal of the night. Are you kidding? Weathersfield, a dominant second half performance, and they're up by 3 real late in the contest. Giancarlos De Jesus notches his first postseason goal on a big fashion, and the Weathersfield faithful walking right across. I gotta say, in my 4 years, not once did I think that we would have made the state finals. And I gotta tell you, Mr. Gustafson, it's such a pleasure to be here, and this is truly a feel-good moment right now, but it's not over yet.
Yeah, not over, but Weathersfield Eagles have got some substitutions. This is Anthony Zavarella up front. The Eagles hanging on now. It looks like Santos is going to enter the game as well. 4-1 is the advantage. Clock stopped at 5:12. All right, we're back.
And here we go.
Number 18, Giancarlos De Jesus.
So Giancarlos De Jesus gets that.
So 4 goals on the board for Weathersfield. We hit the 5-minute mark. Josh Gastel got the scoring started. He was followed by Thomas Brodowitz. Then Brodowitz turned around and got an assist as he played a through ball to Joey Tata down the middle of the field for goal number 3. And then
here we go.
Tata earned the penalty kick that went to Giancarlos De Jesus, and Giancarlos puts goal number 4 in the back of the net.
Oh!
And Tata goes down again, just outside the 18. We'll call it 23 yards away from the net.
With 4.5 minutes to go, as time continues to tick, tick, tick away. Mr. Gustafson, I just got to say, what an honor it has been to call games with you the past 2 seasons as we approach the final moments of the year. Win or lose, no matter what the outcome of today's game is Anthony Zavarella is there on the corner, pressured, goes down. But I got
Zavarella, nicely done as he kept that ball inbounds.
And it looks like we're going to see a free kick. We will.
So Batoya's going to line up to take it just inside this sideline, near side. Weathersfield trying to add to the lead. LaPerriere into the game in the middle of the field. It's going to go far post. Fitch is going to head it.
They get the header out there. Back into the box.
LaPerriere with a nice job. Sent it back toward the net momentarily.
And so now, this one comes back. Coming along. It goes to AJ Contreras with 3:25 to go. Not all that much time, but still enough. The Eagles just need to play solidly defensive. Tomas Santos sends it over the sideline, and Fitch trying to get a dash in. It looks like the clock is stopped. Big substitution. Jake Laurie, El Hussein El Bashir.
RB Berisha in the game.
RB Berisha does come in.
Joey Tata takes a seat.
And I believe Juanes Garagola as well, coming in.
Probably did not have a great angle from our camera, but the nice hug for our Joey Tata from Coach Rob Yakum. And now coming off, Gustafson, Latoya, Capasso. The Eagles are going to win their 16th state championship.
Well, hang on. We got 3 minutes to go. Let's not jinx them.
All right.
I'm a firm, superstitious believer, and I will not have this game be cursed.
No, I thought you were a psychic as well. I can't keep track of all your many talents, Mr. Clark.
Psychic, superstition, scoreboard operator, it's all the same.
Public address announcer. Hey, you started earlier. I'm going to turn it back on you. It has been one of the
played up. Good save by Daly.
It's been one of the great thrills of my last 2 seasons watching this team to get the chance to work alongside you and have a front row seat for the passion and excitement you have for all of the Wethersfield High School sports programs. But I think there's something special with you and this soccer team.
There is. I mean, I love these guys. True and honest. It's been a real family. It's a real pleasure. And it's been an honor to call games with you over the past 2 years as we enter the final 2 minutes of tonight's game. And it looks like we're going to see a stoppage. Fitch with a man down. But I do want to say it was a total honor to call games with you for the past 2 years of my life. And it's something I'm never going to forget. Truly. I thank you immensely for that.
Well, absolutely, that goes both ways, sir. It's been an honor as Fitch is going to make some substitutions here. As we wind down, clock stop 2:15, Wethersfield in an action-packed second half. We were scoreless at halftime, if we can imagine that.
The scoring line.
And we were thinking about overtime, and then Wethersfield's offense, as it has all postseason, got on track.
The final score does not represent the scoring line. I mean, scoreless at halftime is unbelievable to me, and to many others with 1:50 to go.
And give Fitch a ton of credit. The number 14 seed, they knocked off the number 3 seed. Middletown knocked off number 2 seed Watertown in the semifinals.
It was a big tourney run for the Fitch Falcons.
Making it to this point for the first time in their program's history.
Yeah, that is big kudos to the Falcons as here comes the free kick right to Chris Daly. Chris Daly will make the save.
And how about the 2 keepers today? We talked about them a bit earlier, but Ricky Torres in the first half got after quite a few balls, snatched a couple out of the air, one in particular that was behind his head as he got his hands on it.
Without Torres, this game would not be turning out as it is now, as Fitch gets there with 1:10 to go, and it is looking almost, I think now, you know, I am superstitious as Fitch brings it along, but I think now, with the final 60 seconds, it's looking certain that Wethersfield is going to be your Class L 2021 champions. And there it goes to Laurie. Can he end it on a high note? The fan favorite. Can he get a goal? It's not over yet. There's still 40 seconds for him to score.
40 seconds left, let's point out, this will be the first champ, as Rob Yakum gets his 5th title leading this Eagles program, his first one in an odd year. All 4 previous championships were even years.
That should have been the superstition coming into today's game.
The last time the Eagles lost in the finals was on this exact date 6 years ago. So the Eagles have overcome a couple of important things here today.
15 seconds. The clock should be stopping here. They're going to let it run. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Can you? Do you believe the Eagles have done it? Their final year! They've done it! The CIAC champs! The dream achieved! And the Eagles have done it! Oh my God, I can't believe this! What a final game!
All right. right, the Eagles in front of a packed grandstand on the far side. Weathersfield resident Danny Ferrari on the field gathering some pictures of the team as they start to celebrate. Mr. Clark, get yourself down to the field, get some interviews.
Thank you.
We'll wrap this
Thank
one
you
up.
so much. Do I just go over the fence?
You just get around the fence, get out there, find McCarter. He'll be out there somewhere. All right. So Weathersfield ends this one with a flourish in the second half to take the 4-1 victory. It is the 16th state championship in Weathersfield boys soccer history, the 5th under head coach Rob Yakum. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for putting up with our technical difficulties on the video side. We hope the audio commentary helped get you through some of the game. Weathersfield Eagles are your 2021 CIAC Boys Soccer Class L champions. That's all for us from Dillon Stadium. Thank you and good night.
Yes! Yes, we're getting pizza!
All right.
I just can't believe it. You okay? No, I just can't believe we just fucking won. Just stay with Scott. No, I feel great. Go, Robert, go. I don't know why I was that far. He goes, I don't care. You made up for it. That's right. That's right.
You just hold this so I got the audio when you guys are ready.
Why is there?
That's what.
Come on.
Who is fucking going? Huh?
We did that shit.
Jockey! Let's fucking go.
We stay champs!
Fitchy fan. Let's go. I ain't never been here before. What's he talking about?
Yo, what are you crying for?
That's day one, Will!
Let's go!
That's day one! That's
One more time. One more time.
First, that's a fucking D1 performance, bro.
0-0, David Agato.
Trying to get this in here.
Number 1, Nathan Virtue.
Yeah.
Number 2, Luke Noriecki. Number 3, Thomas Ford. Number 4,
Let's go. Oh my god.
Number 5, Alex Vecchio.
Larry scores.
Senior. The other guy's next year.
Oh. Next year. Back to back, bro.
Number 7, Sebastian Duffy.
So think about him.
Number 8, Douglas.
They call him this game, but it's
Wow, Sammy John.
Number 9, James Minor.
Let's go, Chris.
Number 10, Diego Martinez.
Sammy, you getting that MVP? You getting that MVP award?
I mean, I ain't an MVP. I do this. I hit.
You know he balling usual like Kobe. Bring him.
They don't know how to pass on some Kobe shit. I should have.
Jockey gotta come in. Smoking that Fitch back. Fitchy K.
4 fucking lines.
Yeah, bro, that's sick. That's so sick.
Number 15, Jaden, St. Louis.
I'm James Smith, sick. What is it?
Oh my God. What the fuck? Number 17, Cian Poggiano.
Chris.
Number 18,
No, that was my
Ryan.
Yeah, I'm Chris.
Let's not forget that we were also sick the entire tournament.
The whole team was sick.
Number 20, Bowden Frost. Number 22, Tate Gordon.
Oh, 1, 2, 3 Eagles.
No, 1, 2, 3 Eagles. You gotta call it. You gotta call it. What do you want to do?
And now for Weathersfield.
MVP just got some belt. Let's go. Sammy, I heard if you're MVP, you got to take the field. The whole field.
I think Tomac won everything.
I mean, it's the whole team.
It's the whole season. So probably
It better be.
You were with. Really?
For Weathersfield,
Hey,
number 0, Christopher Daly.
Just go back around, that's all.
Number 1, Ricky Torres.
Ricky Bobby. Get the starter and the closer. Thank God it
Number
worked.
2, Madden Rodriguez.
Hey. Let's go, Junior. Here, go past those guys.
Number 3, Marco Capuoso.
Hey, number
4, Connor Swanson.
Hey, number 5, 6, get ready here. Come on.
Number 5,
Little guy, big boy. Let's go, baby. Hey, you can
number
shake.
6, Samuel Gustafson.
Jake,
Number 7, Jake Lawrence.
state champion, man.
Number 8, William McCarter.
Well, your lungs are feeling better now, right?
Number 9, Thomas Bronwitz.
Come back. Big game today, baby. Goal and assist.
Number 10, Juan.
Want us? Got in there, baby. Oh, hey, we got to see a little.
Number 11, Michael.
Mike A. Let's go, baby. You and your dad.
Number 12, Jacob Carlson.
Carlson. Let this guy get one, man.
Number 13, Antonio Contreras.
Let's go. Big boy in the back.
Number 14,
I know, sometimes you get nervous. Lucky, unlucky. Lucky this year. Let's go, Joey. Lucky, unlucky.
Number 15, Samuel Johnson.
Sammy J. Big game, buddy. Big tournament.
Number 16, Anthony.
Anthony. Congrats, buddy.
Number 17, Arby Barish.
Out of Big Badish. Your brother didn't get one, you got one.
Number 18,
Good boy.
Number 19, Brandon Rodriguez.
Let's go, Brandon. Junior.
Number 20,
Junior, come on.
Hussein
I would say. Got a boy, congrats.
Number 21, Tomas.
Thomas. Got a boy, Santos.
Number 22, Ray Stephen Batoya.
Ray Stephen Batoya.
Number 23,
Josh.
Getzel.
Getzel. Getzel.
MVP for Weathersfield is number 14, Joseph Tana.
Tournament, so tournament. Yeah. You get it at the banquet. Oh, you lost your medal. Hey, find his medal. Joey, back up. Oh, that's it.
The head coach for Fitch.
So he knows the Coaches Association at the banquet takes care of that.
Okay. You'll get it recognized at the bank. There's a bank, you know, it fell off of Joey's. Yeah.
And to accept the Class L Boys Soccer State Championship flag.
it to your fans. Take it to your fans. Take it to your fans. Take it to your fans. Go. Go, go, go. Yeah, in front of the.
We're using the scoreboard as the background.
All right, you got it.
Real good.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hey. Thank you. Hey, thanks, man. Hey. How you like that? On camera. Joe, is that Joe? Yeah, I'm buddies with Todd Sadler. So Todd, we're always texting. He's always giving me updates about the girls down there and all that. Great guy. Hey, good luck to you. Don't let Jarvis pack it in. Hey.
You ready?
I don't want it.
Picture, right?
We have to do one with them for them. So. Yeah. Brady, watch my bag. No, hey, we'll get it out.